First and foremost, I'd like to mention my thanks to everyone present here and all the organizations and people behind this gargantuous task. I think today we are in pressing situation, we are in pressing problem, and we're fighting the war against doomsday itself. It is one of the many war fronts on which we are here. The Y20 summit being held at Maharaji Sayajirao University itself is a gargantuan event, and I think it will help all of us understand the vulnerability. The vulnerability. It's pretty difficult to ask. So it's pretty difficult for us to understand that how we can cope up with the situation. I think the situation that we are in today is very pressing, and we need to understand that there are many solutions, there are many people, there are many ways, there are many methods. But one thing is common, and that is a goal, that is the target. We all have, okay, sorry. We all have the same target, we all have the same goal, and it is the Mother Earth that we serve for, it is what we are given, and now we have to understand our cause. Because it is a revolution that we need to follow on. I think in modern history, people and the humanity have seen many different war fronts, many different causes, and many different revolutions. And one of the biggest that will follow on will be what we'll make now. So, this environmental revolution is what we have to take on from now. And the moment it has started, it is from when all of us have understood in our mind that it is what we have to do it. I think it's the responsibility of an individual to contribute even the minimal he can. There are a lot of people who have the right and power to make the situation better and help in eradicating all the problems. But the power of an individual is what determines on the global stage. It's true कि बूंद बूंद से सागर भरता है और हम सभी का एक एक contribution will help in making the world better and help in eradicating the situation and eradicating the problem. If we understand that the problem is with us, it is now because what actually was climate change is 5 years or 10 years back, we all thought that after 50 years or after 25 years, we'll be in a situation when fossil fuels won't be there, when we won't be having ample resources, when there would be some landslide somewhere, there would be earthquake, sea level would rise, glaciers will melt, polar ice caps will reduce. We all were in a situation when we thought that this would happen. I think in a situation when it would be 25 years or 50 years from that time. But I think it didn't took much long, and within 10 or 15 years we are in a situation when we're seeing all of those things that we thought would happen after like 50 years or something, they're happening now, and we can't do anything about it. It is because that we took it for granted, and we thought that climate change in such situations, such problems were something that we could easily face, like what we had done till now, till 19th century, till 20th century. But now the problem that we have is pretty difficult. It's pretty difficult to imagine because the problem is common. And it's the sheer nature of human that we have seen in the post modern era, after Cold War and after World War. I think what you've seen is to work individually, and countries are working on their own pace. But the problem that we now share is common. The enemy that we have is one. We're not fighting some n number of different enemies. We don't have several problems to tame. But I think that the core and the sheer amount that we put, the sheer effort that we're putting on in different branches will lead us to one solution, will lead us in eradicating one problem. The problem is big, the problem needs to be addressed. And time is not on our side. But what we have with us is a bond, is that we all are here. And this is what I can see from the Y20 summit, that people from different parts of the world, from different parts of India itself, have came here, and they're thinking of solutions, they're thinking of eradicating this problem, addressing to the situation. and now giving their time in understanding that what we have done till now is not enough, because good enough is not good enough, and we have to do something extraordinary. We have to get to some extraordinary solutions and work accordingly in one and single unit. There are several war fronts in which we have to fight this doomsday, in which we have to fight this enemy of climate change. And Y20 is one of many such war fronts. What I'm seeing today is one of the most beautiful pictures. People have came here from different parts of the country, from different parts of the world. Recently, we saw that climate change and such problems, disasters are taking place. Recently, we had earthquakes in Turkey and Syria. Meanwhile, back we had problems in Nepal. We are facing several economic crises around the globe. Problems are arising, and that is something that is seen by entire world from different regions. It's not just that one part of the globe is facing it. Every part of the globe, every single place, every individual, every person, every human being is affected by climate change. It is affected by this enemy which has no face. And now it is our responsibility to work accordingly and try to make the world a better place, because we have the power. If we are together, then we can do it. If we work on individually at different war fronts, having different ideologies and inducing politics and several other things at individual level, then I don't think that we can work in such a manner. The power that we have in a group, the power that the entire world, that the entire planet has, is unmatchable. And that is what will help us in coping up with the situation. The plenary session is based upon research. The idea and the topic is research, innovation, and startups related to climate change. I think it is really pressing to get up on new solutions, and renewable energy is one of the many problems and one of the many solutions that we have. The problem is that switching up to such a mean of power, to such a meaning of energy, is pretty difficult as it seems now. And once it comes onto the mainstream, it is very helpful in, I think, when renewable energy takes place, it would be pretty easy for us to understand what problem we have in front of us and work accordingly and work in one manner. There are several solutions that many people have came up with. At, at different places, people are doing several researches. For example, we are having hydro energy. We're working on to wind energy, solar power. Also, there are some things like nuclear power, which are hazardous, but still they are better for environment if taken proper care than the usual means that are being taken, like from 20th and 19th century. It is with us. The problem and solutions are in front of us, and we have to work on them now. To all the people who have came from different parts of the land, I'd like to mention that India, and especially the world, in the world, India holds a place of community worshipping. And as it is written even in the Y20 Summit's logo, कि वसुधैव कुटुंबकम, तो यह हमारी सालों से रीति रही है, रिवाज रहा है, that we understand that when we are one, when we are working together, the power we have, the power we amass is way greater than one person can. It is true that there are people who have instantaneous action, who have the power to work instantaneously and help in eradicating the problems. But if we try to work as a single human being and try to even contribute the minimalistic that one can, I think it won't be such a problem then, because as an individual, we have that power. As an individual, we have that power to make a global change. The revolution has started, and the moment the revolution has started was from when that thought came into your mind that I have to work for this Mother Earth. I have to work now. It's on me. Nobody else would come and help when the problem would come, when we'd be seeing some existential crisis. But it is now when we have to act. Before ending, I'd like to mention a few lines of Rashtrakavi Shri Maithili Sharan Gupta. He once said कि नीला अंबर परिधान हरित तट पर सुंदर है, सूर्य चंद्र युग मुकुट मेखला रत्नाकर है, करते अभिषेक पयोध हैं, बलिहारी इस वेश की, हे मातृभूमि तो सगुण मूर्ति सर्वेश की. पाकर तुझसे सभी सुखों को हमने भोगा. The people who actually can't understand Hindi, I'd like to mention that we have actually amassed a lot of powers and a lot of resources from our Mother Earth. And the thing is, कि पाकर तुझसे सभी सुखों को हमने भोगा, तेरा प्रत्युपकार कभी क्या हमसे होगा. तेरी ही यह देह तुझी से बनी हुई है, तेरे सारस सरस सार से सनी हुई है, फिर अंत समय अचल देख तू ही इसे अपनाएगी, हे मातृभूमि यह अंत समय तुझ में ही मिल जाएगी. I think we all have taken something from the nature. The nature, the Mother Earth has given something to every individual. पाकर तुझसे सभी सुखों को हमने भोगा, तेरा प्रत्युपकार कभी क्या हमसे होगा. जिसकी रज में लोट लोट कर बड़े हुए हैं, जिसकी रज में लोट लोट कर बड़े हुए हैं, घुटनों केवल सरक सरक कर खड़े हुए हैं, परमहंसम बाल्यकाल में सब सुख पाए, जिसके कारण धूल भरे ही रे कहलाए. हम खेले कूदे हर्षयुक्त जिसकी प्यारी गोद में, हे मातृभूमि तुझको निरख मग्न क्यों ना हो मोद में, तुझको निरख मग्न क्यों ना हो मोद में. So once again I'd like to mention my thanks to everyone present here, and it's my honor that I got the opportunity to be a part of such a gracious event, and the problems and solutions that would be and have been highlighted in this event are itself very gracious, and they hold power to change the world. And I'd like to end my speech with one more line, and it is just that if we all act one, then the problem and target that is individual, that is single, would come on to end. And again, I'd like to thank you very much. And what I'm seeing today is that people from different parts of the globe have arrived together, and they know that the problem is on us and we have to work now. And the awareness itself says a lot, and the picture that is in front of me itself says a lot. And I think that I'm short in words now because the Y20 consultation and the clock is not allowing me to say further. But again, thank you very much, and bye-bye.